By any measure, Christopher Kennedy Lawford has lived an extraordinary life. But that life was marked early on by the traumatic assassinations of two beloved uncles, the divorce of his parents, and the pressures of living under the microscope of the Kennedy family. As a teen, Christopher was drawn in by the 1970s drug scene, which culminated in his addiction to heroin. Sober for more than 22 years, Christopher chronicled his personal journey through addiction and recovery in his best-selling memoir, Symptoms of Withdrawal. In his latest book, Moments of Clarity, Christopher provides an intimate glimpse into the private lives of some very public people, illuminating the personal, spiritual epiphanies that have enabled them to move from addiction to recovery. Christopher Kennedy Lawford sat down with 4 generations overcoming addiction to share his insights into the power inherent in sharing one's own story of recovery with another.
Well, my experience has been that sharing my experience, strength, and hope, which is my story, my experience, with another human being can be the most powerful engine for social change on the planet, whether it's a group of people or one individual. My experience is that holding my hand out to another person who is suffering can save a life. I grew up in a family where the ethic was public service, the ethic was giving back, the ethic was trying to do something that would change the world and change the lives of people that needed help. What I found in recovery is that's done one human being at a time. The definition of altruism is giving something away in order to keep it. And that's truly what happens in recovery when one person reaches their hand out to another and shares their story with them. I think anytime you tell the truth about your life, it will impact profoundly another person or another group of human beings, and it doesn't really matter whether it's in your generation or another generation. Kids, I have kids of my own, and kids respond to experience, sharing experience, because often people are, telling what you should do, and if you change that dynamic to what happened to me was, it changes the world. The other thing that kids respond to is when they know you're telling the truth. I mean, they can smell a lie. And they very much appreciate the truth. What's happening today is great in terms of the dialogue, in terms of the reducing of stigma, in terms of the ability of parents and educators and healthcare providers to discuss this up front, right off the bat. That didn't happen in my generation. If somebody had been able to talk about this and had intervened in my life at an early age, it might have changed things. But I will tell you this, I don't regret a day of it. There was a lot of pain and a lot of wasted time, and I don't believe in wasted time, but every ounce of that got me to where I am today, and I'm grateful for it.
The sharing of powerful, personal stories is the cornerstone of 4 Generations Overcoming Addiction from Hazleton. Please visit us often at 4generations.org for more inspiring, life-saving stories of hope and recovery.